Boy, tanawad akong live boy kung lahi na yun, ano. Ano na search na daw pag search og mga live.
Unsa ang pangalan eh? BP man ni. Be ako search be kanang team unique. Be sa team unique. Di mo na makita pag ingana be. Oh, mo buto. Di na mo. Team unique.
Madungog ko eh.
It's Dyer's band now. Radiant's turn to ban. Ten seconds. 5 seconds left. It's Dyer's band now. Ten seconds. Dyer's turn to pick. Radiant pick.
Mirana.
Ten seconds. 5 seconds left. 10 seconds to go. 5 seconds left. Radiant's turn to pick.
I speak for the
It's
trees.
Radiant's band now.
Man stands ready.
Ten seconds. 5 seconds left. Radiant pick. Dire pick.
Templar Assassin.
Ten seconds. 5 seconds left. Choose your hero.
What the just happened?
Prepare for battle!
What the just happened?
先知是边路出征，中弹
Когда вы в последний раз запомнила на...
Y por último, tendremos a la escuadra de B8, el equipo.
You have learned nothing.
Проблеми. І от повертаємося до вас уже. Дивіться, що там.
Seconds to battle. But feel free to start killing before that. We're not sticklers.
，差不多的同等级的队伍，独联体队伍全输了，全输。
Blood flows.
Sige, magkakas tayo, magkakas. Try natin magkas.
Denied.
Hindi natin alam kung sino mananalo.
Radiant's top tower's about to topple.
legs. Not for you.
Medyo ego lang ano dito. Medyo ego lang. Team Comrades. Vikings na rin. Siyempre, namang ng team fight, ang team unique. But then, hindi natin alam because bilog ang bola.
Expected.
Regeneration.
Please like and subscribe sa ating little channel. Thank you so much. Mamatay ata ang
First blood. Thanks and have fun.
First blood. Para kay may lip yan din. Still got his live. Go live. Go fuck away with the career. Namatay ang career.
Radiant called in the fortification.
Eagles ang void sa mid.
Dyer's doing that glowy thing.
Eagles.
Nothing to do it till that's done.
Uso na pala yung mga void mid, no?
Denied.
Ang kapanahunan ko, walang void mid. Pag void mid, kansiran.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Salamena smiles upon me.
What the just happened?
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is not feeling the love.
Limb from you.
Dyer's top tower is under attack.
Oh, void. Oh my god, very low. Pero nga, may time lapse. Easy lang. Easy. Pero ito na nga, mabibigyan niya ang void. Go fuck, bro. Go fuck him. One more hit, bro. But hit time lapse away. Too easy. Easy dots. Basic principle of Dota. First 10 kills siguro makukuha ng ano. Team 5Comrades.
Dyer's middle tower is under attack.
Medyo mas ano silang mas paboring hero nila eh. Maybe not.
Who fells me?
And Prophet is dead, mga kaibigan. I repeat, Prophet is dead.
Dyer's top tower is under attack. Dyer's top tower might be going down.
life will make its home amongst your bones.
Easy shot.
Dire's top tower is about to be Radiant's top rubble. Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant are scanning for enemies. Radiant's bottom tower is still there, but not for long.
So, mabibigyan ng Templar Assassin. Gang Rip.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Mga easy. Nabasag agad ng tore.
Dire's putting the hurt on Radiant's middle tower.
Goodbye. Bro.
Radiant's middle
Die,
tower
bro.
is not
Die.
feeling the love. Dire's top tower is under attack.
Hindi ako marunong mag-cast. Medyo awkward. Pero mapapractice ako
Dire's
mag-cast.
top tower is about to be
Parang
Radiant's
naman,
top
hindi
rubble.
makakaya.
Dire's top tower ain't a tower no more.
Who spoiled that
Radiant's
shot?
bottom tower needs a hand.
I'll take that.
Haste. Dire's middle tower's in trouble.
Oh, sige na.
Which one, Dire again?
The seeds of fortune.
Miscalculation. Arrow. And false. Technical false is committed, mga kaibigan. And it is not really good as it is. But then 3-3 for Team Unique versus Team 5Comrades. And this game is very intense. At
The prize is mine.
and the word is been denied.
Dire's middle tower looks to be disintegrating. Dire's putting up a barricade.
So mid arrow just to kill the catapult.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
6-3-3. So it's been a while pala since naglaro ako ng Dota. So medyo di natin alam yung mga galawan niyo. Just want to stream.
Dire's middle tower looks to be
And-
disintegrating. Dire is scanning for enemies.
So mamamatay na naman. Sun King. Go there, bro. You can do anything but you can.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And also, Mirana tuloy. Templar Assassin. Pwede na. While gusto niya.
Then
So, basag ang first tower. Yung basag na nga. Ay, wala pa. tower, bro. Will be back.
Dire's middle tower looks to be disintegrating. Dire's middle tower's taking a dirt nap. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Dagando. Dagando. 4-4. First 10 kill will be...
Radiant are scanning for enemies.
Thank you so much for the stay at... Suda po mag-English, eh. So,
Killing spree.
ang ating Sun King and the Booster CD.
Illusion.
Dominating, I guess.
Radiant's
Double
bottom
kill.
tower is under attack.
Dead. And also Ben. Oh no, Ben. Don't die, Ben. Save my $1, Ben.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I'm a $1 better, guys.
That's exact. Pull roots and run.
Oh my god, the ulti. Oh my god, Void will be coming back. You own that, boy. Go die, boy. Void. Boy.
Unworthy.
And it's Ben. Open ng Roshan.
Dire are scanning. Trying to find those sneaky punks. Dire's middle tower looks to be disintegrating.
I could have hit Roshan with my eyes closed.
Roshan has fallen to the Radiant.
Immortality.
Radiant's bottom tower needs a hand.
Ano yun siya, ano? 3 day, ano? Awesome much makana ako no. Ay! Ito ginalitok ni Klein. Nakabalwa ito eh. Sabi naman sir. Okay kayo paraming sabi naman sir guys. Okay kayo. Ayan na. Ops, Boyd. He uses time lang so. Pero wala na ulti. And the prone spur is pop up. Oh my god. Sans. Walang damage. Ang Mirana. Mamamatay. Also, Prophet. Mamamatay din ang Prophet.
A dominating performance. More than 2 kills, but less than 4 kills.
Kalungkutan. Save my $1, boys. Just save my $1.
tower is under attack.
Ito na nga, kung makulit ka, kanina ka pa. Hindi naman ang araw. Pero mamamatay ang boy. Oh, nabuhay pa nga. Nabuhay pa nga. Storm. Masyado kayong malalim. Masyado kayong malalim. One more hit. One more. And the Aegis is fucked up already. Dahil sa masyadong makulit.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Shadow of Moonlight. Shadow of Moonlight.
Dire's bottom tower. Don't look good.
Ay, wala gipag ginara. Part! Tarong mo, part! Sorry, part. Tarong biya mi, part.
Radiant are scanning. How does that even work?
Tamang panggulo lang. Sabi ni Divino Mancer, huwag kang mag-farm. Huwag ka dyan mag-farm.
Double damage. The prize is mine.
Incoming! Dire's middle tower looks to be disintegrating. Radiant's top tower's under attack. Dire's bottom tower's getting pushed around.
So, mabasag din ang top lane dito kapalit ng bot.
Radiant's top tower ain't looking too steady. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Grabe
Who's
naman.
Dire's bottom tower? Radiant's top
Ang
tower
daya,
is falling.
guys. Ang daya.
Dire's middle tower looks to be disintegrating.
Gigi. Papa ka na. Papa ka. Utro ah.
With me.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower. Don't look good. Radiant fortified their structures. Pretty good move if you ask me. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Ilan na lang kulang para makabigay. So, mamamatay ang ball. The setup. Pero yun nga, time lapse. Up para makawala ka. You have to use your chrono. And you are still dead, bro. You are still dead.
Radiant's top tower ain't looking too steady.
Sun King is running. Don't let me, don't let me. Don't let me, don't let me. So, top network natin ay ang SBN, mga kaibigan. While ang Boboid
Dire's top tower is about to be Radiant's top rubble. Radiant's bottom tower needs a hand. Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's
so
bottom
basag
tower
ang
is
bot lane
falling.
tower.
Dire's top tower is under
O basag
attack.
din ang top lane.
Dire's top tower is about to be Radiant's top rubble. Radiant's
Oh my
bottom
God, what
tower
was
needs
that,
a
bro?
hand.
What was that? Oh my God.
is under attack.
Thank you so much sa mga nag-stay sa stream natin. Please like and subscribe this stream. Support local farmers. Support local farmers.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Thank you so much, guys. Sa 3 nanonood, sa 3,000 nanonood at 24 na isa. Dalawang the users begin and then it is too far. The arrow, the miscalculation, it is not tama.
Shadows take us.
Shadow moonlight. The stock. Thank you for the stock. Sabi ng Sven, mga kaibigan. Maraming salamat sa stock. Magbigay puso. And
Radiant's bottom tower
they
is
got
under
vision.
attack.
They got everything. I think something will be then stun na lang, pero ang stun ay walang magagawa while Sven. He is so fat. He is so fat. He is not skinny anymore. Maraming salamat sa 3,000 nanonood at 235 na spectator. The Superman record. He just fly away over. Sa pangalan ng bagong hero. Snapfire. And the
Radiant's courier
courier.
is dead. I wonder what idiot got it killed. Go
Ang
for
courier.
me.
Courier. Over the rainbow, when the skies
Bounty.
so I have to practice in English first, so I don't get criticized by
The hidden ones have blessed me.
the sword is being great, and the stand, the arrow, at the plan, mga kaibigan. But Sven uses Superman skill, but they don't have vision there, they don't have and Sandy, you have to run away, boy. Snapfire, your turn, Snapfire, you will be dead. Oh my god. Oh, the blue is here. Who is dead? The PvP, the Superman card, the Option, the indie gaming. Oh, that's. Oh my god, this Ben, you will be dead.
Double kill.
Sad. Para sa that's sad. Saded para sa yun ni kalungkutan, mga kaibigan. 19 at mabibigyan pa yata dito ang Phoenix.
Killing
And
spree.
you are dead. Pre-Roshan. Open Roshan. Oh my god, pinulit na nga. Side.
Dominating, I guess.
Ako na.
They're unstoppable. That was unreal. Double kill.
still alive. Babalik pa nga. Eto na lang. Makukuha nilang
Double
Roshan.
kill.
Sa kanilang Roshan. For RTC.
Hasn't you suffered enough?
Buyback. Let's check. Ala, 40.
Killing spree.
Ang sakit mga kaibigan. Ang sakit. No buybacks available. And this will
Dire's
be
top
it.
tower is about to be Radiant's
The
top
end.
rubble.
Off. Alam na. Alam na this. The double BB. OM na sa mid. Thank you so much sa ating 3,000 subscriber. 3,000 watch. Please subscribe to my channel. Meron na tayong 6 subscribers. Thank you.
Monster kill.
Boy, walang bayo lang yung sa'yo. Confirm ko na, boy.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
What the fuck just
Radiant structures are
happened?
fortified. Dire's middle tower is disintegrating.
Arrow. But that arrow will not do anything. But to what
Dire's middle tower is falling.
mga kaibigan mo lang tayo.
Is this how Dire's middle barracks fall? Looks like Dire's middle barracks has fallen.
Let's go. Push. They can do it.
Dire's top barracks are under attack.
Shadow Fortnite. They need to do something here. They need to
Dire's
do
top barracks has
miracles.
fallen.
That's
Godlike. Bonus.
Bruno Spirit. That's the Superman. The Venomans will do
There they go. Double kill.
all critical.
A dominating performance. Onage.
Please channel to my subscribe. For more, please channel to my subscribe.
Don't you say why you're a stranger now? Your eyes escape mine when I sit you down. Don't you feel like we're holding on onto a fairy tale, but the magic's gone? Been months of bluffing the blushes and faking the butterflies. Wake up, yeah, I'm kicking the castle down. Ooh, yeah, I think it's time to talk. Ooh, yeah, I think it's time to talk. Kinda missing how we kicked it off. Always in overdrive, now the feeling's lost. Blind to notice, we've been losing touch. Long gone fairy tale, yeah, we killed the rush. Been months of acting a fiction and staging a Valentine's. Wake up, yeah, I'm kicking the castle down. Ooh, yeah, I think it's time to talk. Ooh, yeah.
in Harvard above me. I saw no shadow. I looked around, searched every building and home that I found. I saw no shadow, but felt a glow. The warmth inside me, it kept me afloat. It felt like heaven had found my bones and gave me comfort when I feel alone. Now you're gone, I'm alone. I guess it's time to get better. Through the pain, I will go alone. If I fall, break my bones, I will scream even louder. 'Cause I'm not dying alone. I lost my best friend to 23. She left her body in Harvard above me. Best friend to 23. I heard the heavens crying above me. They gained an angel, I lost a friend. I felt like dying again and again. I went through hell, stared at death, but I keep fighting with each living breath. I saw no way out from where I stood. Felt like the fire had burned me for. Now you're gone, I'm alone. I guess it's time to get better. Through the pain, I will go alone. If I fall, break my bones, I will scream even louder. 'Cause I'm not dying alone. I lost my best friend.
Now they're going to end up with a... Oh. Yeah, the Viper, obviously no big surprise with that brake mechanic. Are there any other here? I mean, what other brakes are there? There's Vendetta, which I don't think they really care about.
Radiant's turn to ban.
Yes, with the Infernal Blade.
Okay, so that's how they changed it.
Yeah. So Doom has it too. But again, that's Ags. It's not just the pick. Yeah, I don't know if there's any more passive breaks, or just can't think of any.
10
Looking
seconds.
through the hero roster now, not finding a single one. Maybe I missed one, but I don't think so.
5
So yeah,
seconds
break is still
left.
relatively scarce.
Dyer's turn to ban.
It's become more in the last 2 years. Like, I feel like when the break mechanic came out, there was literally only Silver Edge, right? In the start. I think it was the only break. And then they started introducing it on heroes and Ags upgrades over time.
Although Doom's ult did
10 seconds.
pretty
Ags.
fast with Ags. Yeah. And that was for, I mean, nobody bought Ags on that hero, so it's even hard to remember.
Yeah.
But Void Spirit taking out Ursa as well.
Speaking of Ags, we have a hero in this game who had probably the dumbest Ags of all time. Necrophos.
The dumbest Ags? Oh, you didn't like that? I enjoyed it quite a bit.
That was awful.
You just deleted heroes.
Yeah, forcing people out for 2.5 minutes without buyback sure makes for a balanced late game.
Radiant pick.
That is.
I mean, back then
definitely
I
so.
really hated. I was against the buyback mechanic, or at least the way that it was implemented. So for me, it felt okay.
I mean,
you know?
okay, so but then you're to the buyback, right, or the implementation of it. But it's obviously not a solution to have literally one hero in a game that can remove it. That just makes it way more broken. Like, that Aghanims was actually just... I'm so happy it got changed. The design of that was something.
Oh, we did talk
Loving
about
the Shadow Demon pick. Lots of good things here. Really good hero against Necrophos. He can't use Ghost Shroud for 7 seconds. When he is Demonic Purged, it will get removed immediately. You have Disruption against Fiend's Grip.
10 seconds.
It is a little bit iffy to play into Rubik, just because the spell steals are so god tier for Rubik as well, and now he could technically steal an Ags from SD later in the game, which is very concerning for Spectre. But you know, that's something you got to play around and plan for. Downside, however, about these two supports together on 5Comrades is where's the catch? Is it gonna be disruption into Haunt? I think you have to round off the lineup in a way now where your way of initiating fights on Spectre's terms is more straightforward. Like some sort of reliable stun, silence setup, whatever it is, to get you going. But Beastmaster's band, he would have been great.
What do you think of these new bands, by the way? The way that
I like it.
Is it 2-3-2, right?
Yeah. So the old system was extremely first phase heavy, right? So many bands were in the first phase before the game began, and that meant a lot of heroes just didn't see play. And then the ability to adapt you had on the fly during the draft was very much creative limited. It was very limited creatively, I think, where now you have the possibility of adapting in many ways mid-draft. I actually think this is really cool. One of my favorite... This might be one of my favorite captain's modes we've had, if not the best. But of course, I can understand as well, like from a reviewer's perspective, is it going too far with the bans, right? What was the lowest amount of bans we had? We used to have 2 bans, I think, back in 2012 or something.
Was it 2?
Or 3. Maybe it was 3 per team at TI2.
5 seconds left.
Or TI1. I don't remember.
Were there bans at TI1? I don't think so, because we would have seen Anti-Mage banned every game, right?
Did we not have bans?
Anti-Mage and Spectre were literally every game at TI1. I can't remember.
Bans.
But I
must have been
think about the logic, though, right? Like, don't you think AM would have been banned every game?
No, but Captain's Mode has always had bans, right? That was what made it Captain's Mode. That was the ban aspect. That was what the mode brought in. I need to go back. Right?
I need to go back and look at the TI1
Because Captain's Mode was... So, okay, a little bit of Dota history. Back in Dota 1, when people were scrimming, they played something called XL, which was... the original competitive mode was called League Mode. LM. Ironically, it was called League.
Don't remember that.
And then the teams decided to expand it to something they called XL, where it was extended league mode, where you would, in the draft, you would ban heroes in chat, and then pick in chat, and then go in, and then pick. So basically, you did it outside of the game as a workaround, and then that became Captain's Mode, where the teams would then be able to ban in the game and have a timer. So back then in Pro Dota, drafts actually took so long, because the teams were drafting in the lobby, and there wasn't any set time limit. So sometimes a draft could take like 20 minutes. It was interesting to say the least. It was a different time.
Good old times.
But yeah, Captain's Mode overtook XL. That's how I remember it, and it always had bans.
All right. I'm probably gonna forget this in the next 2 minutes, but I'm gonna try to remember to look up some TI1 VODs after this game to see, because
5 seconds left.
You think Liquipedia would have TI1? Okay. All right. Well, Sven is picked up again for Team Unique. We saw him last game completely crush. That was with a TA by his side. Completely different supporting cast now. 5Comrades in the meantime will be picking up Dragon Knight, so that'll be their mid hero more than likely. So they're looking for most likely their offlane. Enchantress, is she ever offlane these days, or is it just strictly support right now? As you're not even listening to me right now because you're.
Yeah, Enchantress can be played offlane. It can. It's pretty good against Sven, I would say, in lane, so that's definitely a possibility they have. And then get a position 4 that can be more active, and then put Shadow Demon on 5. I could see it, but I don't know if SD Spectre is too weak of a lane here, and it will get exploited by Rubik Necro and so.
Who do they ban?
It's
if not AM
now.
Oh. So,
And teams had 4 bans total at TI1.
Wow.
But I think what happened.
Interesting.
Patience we've had, but
so
yeah,
nobody figured out to ban AM Spectre until the finals.
No, I think Navi
That's all I remember.
I'm pretty sure they banned it all tournament.
No wonder they won. Good lord.
They were so much better.
I remember when was it Art? No, it was Art Style, right? He picked Pudge in the finals.
Yeah, it was the only game they lost in the finals.
And the only game they lost.
It's very indicative of how Pudge usually does in Dota. It was very poetic.
Yeah, he actually got off to a good start in that game, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. He did.
And then Dendy played it every time after that.
5 seconds left.
Although I think, did Art Style leave after TI1 or TI2? I guess it was after TI1.
He played at TI2 as Team Darer, but I think they got knocked out very early.
Wow, that's a blast from the past. I remember Team Dare. Wow.
Yeah, and that was the last team I remember him playing for at TI. I think he only played TI1 and 2. But yeah, he left Navi at some point after TI1. I think the way I remember it, so I'm not sure if this is true. Man, we're really going down memory lane here. It's like 10 years ago. I remember him leaving Navi over a dispute about prize money from TI1, where he felt like he deserved the full cut, and Navi were to get a percentage, and I think he left over that or something.
Yeah, and I think if I remember correctly, it was because he didn't believe that Valve would ever throw another $1 million tournament. I mean, back then, a lot of teams didn't even show up to TI1 because they thought it was fake, right? A lot of Chinese teams specifically. But
yeah, some Chinese teams thought it was a scam. I remember that. And eHome got, I don't know why eHome and a couple of other Chinese teams ended up going, if they got like written confirmation that was believable or something. But I think there was one Chinese team that was invited that declined TI1, I think. Because it was unbelievable. Like the biggest prize pools back then of all time were probably 50K. Right, and here comes this tournament that's worth $1 million. Like, everybody's like, what?
Yeah.
That surely can't be right.
But the thing I don't understand from that perspective, I mean, I'm from the Western scene, so it's a little different. I know who Valve is before that, right? I played Counter-Strike for 15 years, 10 years or whatever it was.
Yeah, but in China it's different, right? So
yeah, so it's interesting to see the different dichotomies and whatnot. So, but anyway, back to the game, Cinderman. Pugna picked up last for 5Comrades, and Team Unique with the Kunkka.
Yep.
So, little trivia for you. It's not a question though. Did you know that the great artist that I've worked with as well, he worked on the Juggernaut set that we came out with, named Kunkka. Obviously the hero was named after him. He apparently always hated the hero. Did you know that?
You've told me this, yeah. I actually remember.
Oh, damn.
You have told
I'm
me.
running out of material.
I don't know if you've told it on broadcast, though. But yeah, it's kind of ironic that, well, what an honor. You get a hero named after yourself and then you hate it. Unlucky. Maybe next time it's a hero you actually like. So, all right, let's clean up the rest of the draft here. So, Pugna, great hero against Necrophos and also good against Sven. The Decrepify is obviously the key spell here against Sven with a disarm or protection of an ally, and the Nether Ward is one of the best spells against Necrophos in the whole game. He has really high mana costs and has to use his spells consistently during fights to do anything at all. So that's nice, but then this Kunkka last pick also gives the Dire team really good catch and reach, gives them insane sustainability. They have Kunkka and Necrophos. It's pretty much a classic for sustain. And I worry for the Radiant if they can find kills, man. Like, I'm seeing the same problem again. Where is the catch and damage? You have a Dragon Knight stun, and your Pugna can do a lot of damage, but in my opinion, Pugna doesn't fare very well against mitigation, right? Like, this hero wants to get quick kills, but if there's a Ghost Ship and a Necrophos healing people up, who do you kill? I'm really favoring Unique this game. I think it's a relatively big outdraft compared to game 1. But let's see how it goes when the lanes play out.
In game 1, I can't remember what you were saying. Did you favor, was it more 50-50, 60-40 for that game?
I like Comrades draft more conceptually, but I really think they missed the laning stage and they missed their timing in the mid game with their lineup entirely. But I did think they had a better draft that game relative to the enemy team.
Right.
This game, it's just one of those games where I look at their lineup and I feel like, man, that lineup is just doomed if the lanes go bad. Like, it's so hard to play this game if you lose lanes, right? You have Enchantress SD supports, and then your cores are Spectre, Pugna, Dragon Knight. If these heroes have bad lanes, there's just not much to work with. So you really got to make sure the lanes go well here, and the good news is Enchantress is very good at making that happen. And Shadow Demon is okay, at least, at making it happen, but this offlane Dragon Knight SD lane is very unusual, to say the least.
Just happened.
Yeah, let's talk about each specific lane. So, Dragon Knight offlane with the support of Flash's Shadow Demon against Bane Sven, as we might have some action bot lane. Illusion on the Rubik taking a ton of damage from Exotic Deer, creating as much space as possible for himself. But this top lane, as I am trying my best not to, I haven't had to do camera in a while, Sidern, so. And I did not miss, I'm gonna jinx myself, did not miss one kill last game.
Really?
Yeah, I'm gonna stick by that, pretty sure that's the case.
Yeah,
you can go back and look for yourself.
Absolutely unbelievable. Oh, nice shockwave from Llama bottom. That's almost a kill, actually. Illusion does have a fairy in case of second shockwave. Yeah, Enchantress is a interesting laning hero.
Oh, back to the top lane. What do you think of the duo, 2v2? Does it favor anybody?
Don't know, I think both teams kind of just farm. It's hard to kill Shadow Demon and Dragon Knight as this lane, but at the same time, they're not going to pressure you too much either. Alright, 5-stack Shadow Poison.
Yeah.
No Dragon Tail, though.
Damage.
He's fine.
Only level 1 Breathe Fire.
And only level 1 Poison, so...
Advanced
nice
score.
deny.
They're starting to run a little bit low on regen. Still have a salve to go for Vance score. It's going to continue to take these poisons. And how about this mid lane? I haven't seen a Pugna versus Kunkka in quite a while. I missed the Pugna mid days, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah, there's one team that's been playing it quite a lot recently, which is Team Nigma. Weeha, I think, really showcases what Pugna can do in the right game. He would be my player to watch right now if anybody is interested in learning to play core Pugna. Plays super aggressively. Kind of, it seems a little bit Thompson inspired with how Thompson played at TI. Just being absolute nuisance. Just super aggressive in lane, constant harass, push tower, life drain enemy hero non-stop. Secure CS with Decrepify, right? Like all the basic stuff as it has become.
Illusion. It's gonna pop that Fairy Fire and Davai. I keep want to call him Dalai Lama, but obviously that's not Dalai Lama. You never know, actually. Maybe he has more skills than we think.
How old is the current Dalai Lama?
I don't know. It's got to be in his 70s, I would assume. Yeah. Mid lane.
So Dalai Lama is definitely ready to take over.
And to the torrent.
Based on the fact that I have him muted, he's probably not a good replacement for the Dalai Lama.
Yeah, that is probably accurate. I mean, maybe he's super toxic when he's not doing his thing in real life, you know? Dota just makes everybody toxic.
It's where
looking at
it's where the Dalai Lama lets out all of his negative energy, just funnels it into Dota. And then
it makes sense in theory.
Just happened.
Up top lane, we're gonna have some action. Although it's gonna be hard to actually take out this Dragon Knight.
Yeah.
Has 1 level in his dragon. He actually took the Dragon Tail very early. What do you think about this? I haven't seen a ton of Dragon Knight offlane myself.
They used it for a kill attempt on the Bane, right? I'm assuming. If they didn't do that, I don't think it has very much value in this lane. And the fact of the matter is that Sven is mega winning this lane. Just on raw CS. Oh, Shadow Demon could be in trouble here. Van score level 2 only. No, it won't be enough. But
you're scaring me.
That's like... So Sven is 28-6 to Dragon Knight's 18-0. So a big lead. They have access to the small camp.
Thanks and have
fun. I missed it! Because of mid! Unreal! Synderin, I'm gonna blame you for this. Please get this kill. Make it not worth... Oh my god, it's a waste. It is a complete... Wait. Wait. Oh, he gets it. Alright. It was still not worth, but we'll take it. So who got first blooded?
Well,
that
the first blood went to
was,
Spectre on Rubik. So.
Okay, figures.
So much needed good gold here in lane for Spectre, as this lane is going to start ramping up in difficulty. Necrophos level 4. It's only going to get worse. When Necro is level 6, it's so difficult for Spectre to even sit in lane. There's just a little bit of harass from Rubik and the constant Heartstopper aura just whittling him down. He will eventually not be able to hit creeps, you know? Like, if you're sitting in lane on half HP as Spectre, you die. So this is like his kind of his last shell. He's actually
deer. Yeah, very greedy.
Die.
Fade Bolt's not enough though.
One more.
Doing a good job of harassing in whatnot mid lane. And the disruption, but it does actually force out Vanscore's TP. So that's well worth the mana consumption there. But looking at the last hits, Kunkka 35-5 versus the Pugnus 30-5. So Kunkka off to a decent start overall. He's gonna get life drain to a high degree. Gets off his combo though. He's actually gonna continue to chase Nataki. Trying to get some revenge for last game on that Faceless Void. Had a rough laning stage. He's gonna get telekinesed into the high ground though. Life drain to follow. They don't have any cancel right now. Kunkka, oh! 19 does go down. Just in vision to complete that. Vanscore gonna continue to get chased now. 2 stacks of Shadow Poison. Life drain again for Nataki. Such a great quality of life change to Pugna. Giving this, I believe it's a 7-second cooldown. Not needing Ags. It's made such a big difference on this hero.
Yeah. It's made it really enjoyable to play as support too. I really love this hero actually. I think it's super fun and kind of probably still kind of underrated, to be honest. But it has its games and awkward moments. He's probably dead now, by the way.
Yep, here comes the boat, and boom! Nice and tasty. Meanwhile, Illusion taking some damage from Divai Lama and this Troll Summoner, but the Troll Summoner will die, and actually it looks like Divai Lama will too. So at least they go together. Not sure how special of a bond the Enchantress has with her creeps that she takes over, but I think of her as being like a cult leader, right? Because they follow her to their death, and they just end up suiciding once the time is up. You know what I mean? It's unfortunate.
Yeah. It's an interesting metaphor of life.
No. It's all about drinking that Kool-Aid. Not sure how good Enchantress's Kool-Aid tastes, but I'd be willing to give it a try. Top lane we have TP support from that very set Enchantress. They don't have a ton of kill potential, although Dragon form is available now. And when you're playing in the off lane like this, obviously it's going to be abandoned to a degree right now. I assume it's kind of the same concept of Dragon Knight mid, where you just need to get this Elder Dragon off cooldown to hit towers immediately.
Oh,
started off with some damage from Bane. Yep. Enchantress with that tomato. Delicious, delicious tomato. We're going to see the first haunt of the game, and this is going to be an easy kill and potentially a tier 1 tower as well.
I think you can defend this tower as unique with one
her,
TP.
the farming in Kunkka. The top lane is falling now.
Necrophos, I think. Oh, Necro doesn't have Ghost Shroud. Maybe they have to. I don't feel like this looks too dangerous for them to try to defend this with. Okay, they would need 2 TPs. They would need Necro plus either Kunkka or Rubik. But Kunkka and Rubik are taking mid. So they'll take they'll lose the tower, but get a Pugna kill mid. I still think this is good for the Radiant. Like, they need something good to happen here. Getting that kill plus tower, definitely something, but it was a Bane. It was not a core. Sven is already farming jungle, similar to game 1. They're using it in the same way. And once again, they have really good wave clear with it, right? They have a Sven jungling, but then their support Rubik, they have Kunkka, they have Necro. Just pushing out lanes very easily to allow Sven to get his stuff. It's the minus treads, minute 9. Radiant don't really... There's nobody matching the pace on Comrades' team. They can't keep up with this Sven. They just can't.
So last game, I was pulling a Cinderin, and I was mostly reading chat a little bit, Cinderin, even though it's on a delay, just to make sure that the stream was up and running, because I was a bit paranoid. But there were some suggestions as to why the Aghanim Scepter was picked up by Sven last game. Now, because of Sprout, which is actually a really good, it's a mobility, a way to get out of it. Blink Dagger would not allow you to do so if you're taking damage, obviously.
That's true.
So I'm interested to see if he goes the Ags again when there is no Sprout.
I don't remember what neutral item he had last game, but I do think they had an Iron Talon, right? So you could have also kept the Talon on Sven. And I know then you're keeping a level 1 neutral item, but I don't... neutral items before it was kind of decided, right? But anyway.
Gonna have some action mid. Here comes the boat into nothing. They get to see the beautiful transparency that is that boat. Can't wait for some more cosmetics to get in the game, but that's a whole different story. Cinderman, Bane, the ult from BZZ, destroy the Enchantress. Gonna be out of the fight for 30 seconds. There are 5 stacks of Shadow Poison, and in addition to that Decrepify, how much does it do now? 60% increased damage? That was quite disgusting.
Yeah. He died from half health, I think. That was like an 800 damage pop or something. That was nasty. It might have been even more. It might have been 1k. So, nice kill. Gonna see if Comrades can try to turn this into any more meaningful tower damage. They do have Dragon Knight plus Pugna, but I think this is the end of it. Dragon form ends. They're gonna pressure Taki here.
Falconis into a bit of a precarious... They're gonna turn this around, and look at that damage applied to the Rubik, but it's gonna cost them potentially their Dragon Knight and Pugna. Fiend's Grip was applied. They will get the Dragon Knight, but it looks like Pugna will walk out safely. Exotic Deer, though, claiming a kill for himself, expending that Haunt again. So it ends up being a 2 for 2. But Nataki, not done yet. Nightmare.
There comes Sven.
In place. Yeah, Torrent is coming. They have boat again. And there's Sven, like you said, so perhaps sticking around
another great boat.
Hey,
2 boats in a row in the river.
That's where it should be, in the river. It's a boat.
I guess so.
Sticking to lore. You know, I was thinking maybe boat should apply a little bit of like a water area so that it synergizes with Slardar. So what do you think? Do you think that works if he gets the Ags on Slardar?
I like that. I think Brewmaster's second spell should also amplify with fire type spells.
Oh.
Yeah.
Didn't they have that for a while?
Yeah, it was terrible.
That was so bad. You know, it was funny when I was reading those patch notes for the first time. My first reaction was, "There's no way they're keeping this in the game, so I will not actually memorize this."
My first reaction was, "This is Pokemon." Literally,
that's true.
Fire damage type.
Alright, more damage being applied to this tier 1. Dragon Tail onto BZZ. Palantimos is here with his ultimate, but another disruption keeps him in place. Nataki is going to take that Reaper Sight to the back of the head, and that looks to be the fight for Unique. They get 3. They're not done yet. They're going to surround this dragon.
Killing spree.
And they're going to kill him. That's 4 dead with 0 trades into the tier 1 tower. Team Unique off to a great start again this game.
Yeah. And they're gonna keep rolling. There's nobody stopping the Sven from building up. Kunkka's having a great game, almost finishing his Vessel now, so that's gonna make life miserable for Dragon Knight, Enchantress, and Pugna. Really good Vessel game for that Kunkka. And Necrophos going auras, as is tradition for BCC on this hero. He's gonna get the double bracer just like he did on Venno. And now he's transitioning into Hood, and then the mech that he also had on Venno last game. So similar strategy.
talk to me about these double bracers, because that was obviously a thing when it gave magic resistance.
Yeah.
And then that was nerfed, and then in the latest patch it was actually just completely removed, that aspect. But we're still seeing double bracers on certain heroes. Maybe not as much on like the mid.
Yeah, still pretty cost-efficient health though, right? Like at the time, you get 5 strength. It feels nice to get all of these small things at the time in the game you get it. You lost the magic resist, but you got so much other stuff, right? You got the HP regen, you got a little more damage. So it's... I would still say the old bracers on average were better, but they were also just honestly overpowered for like half a year. Like, they were just way too good, the magic resistance ones. After the White Llama is
Wow,
dead.
that is a sad death. Does not have a level of nature's attendance right now, which makes it even sadder. We're gonna see another X? Level 4 X, man. Really long range, but the disruption's gonna counter it. Nicely played. The Bloody Sky is keeping his distance from this Bane who just steals a creep from him. That's when you know things are not going well. The Dragon Knight is afraid of the Bane.
So something we didn't talk about in the draft is the fact that they picked Dragon Knight into Necrophos. It is such a bad matchup. It's considered one of the best Dragon Knight counterpicks. It beats him in lane. It makes you not super tanky in the game because when you're in the mid-game fights and you get to half, you kind of just die. And then they are forced to put him in the offlane because they picked him into this bad matchup. It's a very strange choice that Comrades made. Here's the Haunt.
Haunt's coming. Disruption. Man score is just done. He's going to sacrifice himself. If that's the only death, then Unique is going to be perfectly fine with that trade, but BZZ is going to get caught up too. Bloody Sky. Oh, boat coming. This one actually will hit Cinderin. On to 2. This will be a huge turnaround for Team Unique. And even the Reaper Scythe used to actually get saved. Yeah, the disruption at the last moment. He will die, but that's going to be an extra 30 seconds or so that he doesn't have to wait into that fountain. Nataki doing a nice job of doing some residual damage. But Team Unique still getting the better of this poison. Good lord, the damage applied to Sven was out of control. BZZ now manning up. Looks like he'll get one. He has 3 stacks right now. Death Pulse to follow. Disruption. Flash. Better be careful. Looks like he's going to be donezo. So,
dominating.
In the end,
impossible.
That's a triple kill, in fact, for BZZ. I believe that was a really 4 for 2.
Very, very good Torn Ship combo from 19. But yeah, at the very least, the disruption saves against the Reaper, but he still dies afterwards, and then you don't have disruption for the follow-up fight. So what you traded was that cooldown to not have Spectre dead for as long, which is nice. Like, I think most players in that situation would do the same thing. The problem is that they just flat out walked into that Torrent boat. It was a very unsalvageable fight from that point on. The White Llama's gonna win.
He's gonna cleave off the babies of the Wild Wing that he stole. The cult does not extend to its children, unfortunately, Cinderin. Dying by the hands of your children has got to be the worst way to go. Dear Lord. Dear Gaben.
Dude, that was really sad.
It needs a hand.
I know. Very sad indeed. But a 7K net worth lead now for Team Unique. Fiend's Grip is available. Seeing that now that we're being placed to dissuade Unique from going any further. And looks like it'll be successful, at least in that. Ooh, Nether Shawl. That's a good BZZ item, if I do say so myself.
It's just really good in general in this game against the Radiant team. There's so much about the magic damage. Shadow Demon, Shadow Poison stacks. Pugna is all about that magic. So, see who they put it on. We've been seeing carries start to take that item quite a bit more.
Oh, Fiend's Grip onto the Shadow Demon. Is there any cancel? Negative. Reaper Scythe takes Shadow Demon out of the fight. Does have buyback. We'll see if he expends it here.
Oops.
The sucky from the low ground. Looks like the Enchantress falls just as the buyback from Shadow Demon comes. So either way, this is going to be a 4v5 best case scenario. And wow. Alright, they delete Pugna, and this is going to be a dieback onto Flash. He thoroughly regrets that buyback now. And no reason to stop pushing. Nope. This ult from Sven.
You're rolling.
Continuing to go.
I don't even know if Radiant can stop this at all. Even if they were all alive, it's the Shadow Poison that can stop this push, but he died back. So I think the other 4 heroes are alive, you just keep going. Enchantress isn't offering much here, Spectre isn't offering much, Dragon Knight There's just nothing there, man. There's nothing in the tank to stop this. It's looking like another very easy game for Unique. Much easier than game 1 even, which wasn't hard to begin with. Pugna.
Telekinesis, Stormhammer, Torrent, everything is very effective against Pugna, and now Dragon Knight completely surrounded in his dragon form. Reaper Scythe is not available. Let's see if they have enough damage. Okay, they definitely have enough damage, but here comes the Haunt. They have to be a little bit careful. If you get the full racks right now, boat coming, Nataki, that is going to be a dieback for you, my good sir. And we'll see if they'll be able to hold this any further. Exotic Deer at half HP. BZZ still. 30 seconds on Reaper Scythe, but they really don't need it. 3 dead. 5v2. Question is, do they want to reset knowing that God's Strength is down for a little bit, and obviously their team is damaged to a high degree. So they'll be happy with that Rax overall. Still haven't even gotten Roche yet. Feels like it's much later than 19 minutes in the game. But BZZ did have he's had the grease for a while, and will be finishing the Meteor Hammer, actually. What do you think of that purchase? Is that just to finish the game quickly? I mean, they have a lot of stuns to help layer that up in general.
Yeah, it's kind of reminding me, what was they bought last game? When they bought the Sven eggs, and we were like, is it the best item or not?
Too.
But, yeah.
The double Meteor Hammer is coming.
They just won
to a Dota game near you.
They won it. It's kind of cool on Kunkka though, to be honest. It's a very interesting build. You have so much guaranteed lockdown that you can X torrent ship and then start channeling immediately after you pull back the X. There very nicely. But
yeah, pretty cool.
Like, he's buying it because they're stomping. This would not be his purchase if this was a close game right now. But they obviously know exactly how this game is going. They see the writing on the wall. Flash.
14k net worth lead. He is going ag still on Palatimus. Again, tough to say whether he would get this in a normal game, but it's fun. All right. They know that Shadow Demon does not have buyback, so they're just keeping him in the grave for that much longer with that Reaper Scythe.
Should give them a second lane of Rax, because without Shadow Poison, they don't have enough spam to really stop the heals of Necrophos, plus the sustain from the boat, from having Unique push this through. They're gonna even salve the Sven, freshly dug up by Vanscore. Nice and easy.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
This will be the potential last defense here for 5Comrades, as they will likely lose this series 0-2. Here comes the boat. Pugna is dead, Cinderin. Palatimus spots the BKB. Dragon Form is activated. It is now level 2. Buyback onto the Bane, who did fall in that engagement. The tier 3 tower does go down. BZZ. He's got to be a little careful. Very low on mana right now, but they're just so much more farmed than the enemy team that it doesn't really matter at this stage. And that's a triple kill for 19 as this game will end. So 2-0. Looking pretty strong in this series.
Yeah, we saw them in the qualifiers for Immortal League, and they had games where they looked really good. They even had, when they played the series against Viking and they lost 1-2, they played a really excellent game 1 in that series, and I was like, okay, if Unique can play like that every game, they could win the Immortal qualifier. They ended up losing the series 2-1, and then Viking just pushed through after that. But with the showing they had in that qualifier, they have to be one of the favorites to win this whole division. Like, it's just... This is a different level of play than what you saw in that Immortal qualifier, and today Unique were not even breaking a sweat. This was like just a clear class difference in the series. Don't have much to say. I think the draft was solid both games. I think they played